every now and then government would have some sort of legislation that comes, in effect, that is very important for normal Canadians. And when these bills are coming into effect, there is a money channel that I believe it's very important for me to bring these type of bills that can help you to your awareness, so you can be aware of the bill and what's in it, and if there's anything that you are qualified and you can take advantage of it, then at least you know about it. Because sometimes, a lot of time, that we know that there are a lot of other things that people are qualified, but because they don't know, lack of knowledge, they don't take advantage of them, or they would apply for certain things that they're not qualified for, and they get into trouble after. So today I'm talking about the bill that came into effect today. Is official bill. This bill actually was passed in November. It started many, how the bills or the government law come into effect. They have to go through Parliament, and then go through Senate. So it takes time, but eventually it needs something called royal assent, which it makes it official into law. So whatever legislation come, either it's passed, through Parliament first, and then it comes to Senate. In order for it to be official, Canadian law, it has to get royal assent. So legislation to make life more affordable and build an economy that works for everyone receives royal assent, which is today. This is new release, and I'm on the government website. It's Canadian government website, which is really official website. So news release today, December 15, 2022, Ottawa, Ontario, Department of Finance, Canada. Today, Bill C 32, Fall Economic Statement. Act of 2022 received royal assent with the passage of legislation. The government is delivering on a key measure from the 2022 Fall Economic Statement to help family cope with increased costs, make housing more affordable, and strengthen and build thriving net zero economic with opportunity and good jobs for Canadians. So we go through here, and we're going to see what's in this bill, and anything that are more we will look at the things that are more related to most of us normal Canadians, right? So let's go to the key measure that are in this bill, and I think that will really help you. The first thing will help most people, of course. You might be one of those people. It's permanent eliminating interest on Canadian student loans and apprentice programs. So if you attend any apprentice program that you have to apply for a loan, then those will be eliminated. Of course, it has to be a accredited school. Cutting taxes for Canada growing small businesses from 15% to 9%. And that will be gradually phased out. So it's not just going to be like next year, boom, it's gone. No, it will take time. Within a few years, there's more details if you go to small business. So that will be good. So you only pay 9% versus 15%, requiring Canadian largest institution to pay their fair share by implementing the Canada Recovery Dividends. So they're going to have to pay tax on a lot of money that they they kind of stash away, because there's a certain law that allow them to keep the money, whatever it is. But then government is kind of tracking that, and they're gonna have to pay 15%. What also is in the bill that can help young Canadian afford down payment faster with tax-free first home savings account. So we've talked about this one before. This actually is more of what in Canada we have TFSA, tax-free savings account, where you can save your money, after tax money, or your income. If you invest that money, all the gain you make from that from that investment or from that account is of course tax-free. So it'll be pretty much the same as this one, because it will be after tax money. So it's not like RSP, where is before tax money. This will be after tax money. You save, you invest, and then whatever gain you make from that will be tax free. Helping Canadian, and another key point is helping Canadians save on closing costs by doubling first-time home buyer tax credit. So you're going to buy, because when you buy a home first time, you're gonna have to, there's a upfront money you have to pay, but you will get tax credit, right? And that will kind of offset your cost when you're buying house. So first time it says 1,500 here. Helping family afford to have a grandparent or family member with disability move back in if they want to. So you get some sort of money when you do renovation in order for them to facilitate their those people with a disability to move into your house, making ramp or anything like that. Then you're gonna get some sort of tax credit up to 7,500, which is good. Cracking down on house flipping by ensuring profit from flipping properties held less than 12 months are fully taxed. So if you buy a house and you want to flip, if you haven't held a house, you haven't owned the house and is now your primary resident more than 12 months, then you will have to pay tax, full tax as an income. There are loopholes that people used, but this time, of course, from this year, we will have to pay tax on that. Okay, but there is also exception on that. Exception they said here is, of course, if there's a death or there's a divorce, then you have to, if you're divorced, you buy a house, two of you guys, and one you divorce, then that's not, then you can sell and you're gonna get exemption from that. Okay, there's also more in this bill. There's more of these other 3 points here. These are more for kind of corporation businesses and stuff like that, right? Supporting the launch of new Canadian Growth Fund. So there's gonna be a lot of people who coming with like green energy and stuff like that. They're gonna get a lot of funding. Securing Canada competitiveness by introducing a new 30% critical mineral exploration tax credit, eliminating flow through shares for fossil fuel. So the key takeaway here is that first of all, I think in this bill, like the thing that I see it will help a lot of Canadians will be eliminating interest on student loan. Of course, if you have small businesses, 9%. Myself, I'm a small business person, so I'm getting 9% versus 15%. That will help. This requiring big bank, I don't think is gonna help too. It's not gonna help that much. It's not gonna help as much. But these down payment, tax-free first home savings account, I think this is really good for us. We're talking about regular Canadian, we're not talking about rich people, helping Canadians save on cost of, when you buy a house. I think these are 4 major things for very average Canadian. So yeah, there you have it. This is the new legislation which was passed back in the days in November or whatever, and then today it's official. So if you have any question about any of these, or when you have any thing to add to this, you can leave your comment. And again, this is a Money Man channel. On this channel we talk about money, finance, and anything related to your finance. So if it's the first time, please subscribe and hit the thumb button. Thank you. Bye bye.